affect Malaysian economy and job sector. Content of this video: first, self-introduction; second, COVID-19 introduction; third, the unemployment increase as a result of COVID-19; fourth, COVID-19 effect to tourism industry; five, and we will give a conclusion and recommendation. My name is Nurul Alia binti Roslan. My student number is 2021487278. Class M3801102H. Lecturer's name Dr. Nur Badriah Kamarul Zaman. Subject AGR113. This virus, called coronavirus disease or COVID-19, how it's spreading? It's spreading through mouth and nose by cough, sneezing, sneezing, or breathe. The virus can spread from their mouth or nose in minute liquid particle. How to prevent? Get vaccination or keeping distance from the others while wear a mask and always wash hands. When you get infected, you have to quarantine yourself in your own house or room. Due to this new virus, the government also took steps to impose a curfew and limit the operating of less necessary jobs during the curfew, which seems to be the primary cause of the employment sector economy's collapse. As you all can see, this graph has shown the confirmed COVID-19 cases in Malaysia on 18 March 2022. This graph shown 25% not affected and 75% is affected to the COVID-19 virus. Employment and unemployment rates are the two key problems in a country's economic development. For a nation with a dynamic job market, unemployment is a typical occurrence. Some unemployment just occurs over a short period of time, which is a normal procedure for those who switch jobs or transition from the world of education to the job market. Some other employment may last for several months as a result of employment difficulties. In reality, the employment rate is a crucial gauge of how the economic cycle is doing. A nation is deemed to be experiencing sustainable growth if its unemployment rate is low. On the other hand, a high unemployment rate indicates that human resources are being wasted. However, the implementation of fiscal policy expansion has had a detrimental effect on the economy, leading to this issue of a rapid increase in public debt, deficit budget financing, and significant inflationary pressure of 5 until 10% per year. The unemployment rate in a country is greatly influenced by economic performance. Unemployment remains one of the significant economic issues and needs to be addressed in the job market. This chart has shown the reduction in forced industry sector: construction 8%, financial and insurance takaful 4%, ICT 7%, manufacturing 23%, other 11%, professional and technical 8%, tourism related 39%. This chart has been shown tourism related has difficulties on reduction in forced industry sector. In this graph, we can see that on 1982, the number of unemployment have been rising until 2020. And on 2019, the number of unemployment rising until 2020 because of the pandemic of COVID-19. The idea of tourism refers to people's brief, temporary relocation to place other than their usual places of residence and employment. Three components: technical and comprehensive, the economic, technical, and holistic implication of tourism. There are four components to tourism as an open system that interacts with the surrounding environment. The first component is the human being as a tourist, followed by the area component, which includes the area of origin, the area of stopover, and the area of choosing destination. The tourism industry is the third component, which is economic one. The final component is a dynamic made up of people who travel in order to spend more than a day relaxing somewhere other than where they originally came from. The tourism industry was the most impacted industrial sector at the time of the Movement Control Order, commonly known as PKP or MCO. That also relates to the precautionary measures put in place by the Malaysian federal government against coronavirus outbreaks. The industry was impacted by numerous layoffs and decreased profit as a result of the country border being closed. As the result, non-profit companies are under pressure to pay workers' salaries on time. And as a result, some employees must be let go in order to keep the company from going out of business. This figure is summary of the tourism industry 2020. In a nutshell, when the nation's borders were opened, coinciding with the start of the endemic phase of the transition, the ability to travel or work overseas in nations that welcome international visitors will benefit the people who do so. By reviving the nation's economy, which was decimated by the COVID-19 epidemic, Malaysia is taking proactive steps to tackle the issue of the pandemic. One of these steps is opening the border gates to visitors. With this chance, the tourism industry may continue operating as normal and boost lost income due to the pandemic, because this lowers the unemployment rate in Malaysia and enables people who are unemployed at home to start their life by obtaining jobs. In addition, by taking advantage of this chance, the nation's economy can be revived, eventually double. The end.